rulings there. So for more from the apex court, well, the Supreme Court today also quashes the present system of election commission appointments, and a 5-judge bench directs for an independent committee comprising of the Prime Minister, Leader of the Opposition and also the CJI to advise on the appointment of the election commissioners. Ashmit, what's the implication of this and how is this new process going to go ahead?
Well, a hugely significant landmark judgment being delivered by the Apex Court, and not just by the Supreme Court, but a 5-judge bench of the Apex Court. This 5-judge bench was headed by Justice K.M. Joseph. What is the takeaway? The takeaway here is that the current system of appointing election commissioners has been scrapped, has been done away with. What the Supreme Court has done, what this 5-judge bench has done, has given an alternative. The alternative now is that there will be an independent panel that will now make appointments of election commissioners, and that this independent panel will be comprised of, number 1, the Prime Minister, number 2, the Leader of Opposition, and number 3, the Chief Justice of India. This is what the Supreme Court says will be the framework going forward. Not just that, the Supreme Court says that unless this is an issue which is squarely within the remit of the Parliament, and unless and until the Parliament changes this or comes out with a fresh law on appointments of election commissioners, this is the framework that will continue to be in place. Keep in mind that the Supreme Court had been hearing an entire batch of applications that had questioned appointment of election commissioners, the manner in which they were being done, and had in fact also alleged in some cases biases that had been shown by the Election Commission. To this end, the Apex Court has observed several times as a part of its order that as a part of an electoral democracy which we have in India, it is important that the Election Commission, number 1, enjoys independence, and number 2, it has some form of distancing, third-party distancing between itself and the government and other political stakeholders. So with that, the Supreme Court squarely providing for a panel, an expert panel comprising the PM, the LOP, as well as the Chief Justice of India.
All right, very important. Ashmit, thanks a lot for bringing